Good afternoon and welcome to this year's NFL Quarterback Challenge here on Hawaii's beautiful island of Kauai. Along with my partner Rodney Cole, I'm Brian Kelly, and we'll be bringing you live coverage of the Quarterback Challenge. Now, Rodney, how competitive do these guys get when participating in an event like today's Quarterback Challenge?
I think you can expect to see each quarterback working hard and making a good effort to win this competition. These guys compete against each other all the time, and today is no exception.
And judging by the quarterbacks we have in this event today, I'm sure there'll be a good amount of trash talking and bragging going on no matter what the results, Rodney. Well, it's a beautiful day in Hawaii, so let's start this off, shall we? First up for today's Quarterback Challenge is the speed and mobility portion of our event. How important is this event to our competitors here today?
I think this first event is pretty important because if a quarterback can get ahead of the pack in terms of points, they can put pressure on the other quarterbacks to make the big throws. And that's easier said than done, though. These guys are all good players, and every one of them has a chance at winning the challenge today.
Take us through the speed and mobility course that these guys will have to contend with today.
Well, Brian, this is a good test of quarterback skills. Each quarterback will start by taking the ball off the podium, run around to his right, duck under the first defender, then he comes back across the field and cuts in between two other defenders. Lastly, he'll have to hurdle a bar, cross the red line, and then make a pass at the target. He'll be judged not only on his speed, but also on the accuracy of his throw.
Now miss the target and 1 full second is added to your time. You can deduct time from your score the closer you get to the center of the target. There's no penalty when you hit the outside ring. 1/4 second is deducted if the second ring is hit, and a bullseye will take half a second from the time it takes to complete the course. We're about to begin. Anything you want to add, Rodney?
I think we've covered everything. Let's get this challenge started.
All right, well, our first quarterback in the speed and mobility will be Troy Aikman. Right on target there as he... Next up is Jeff Blake. Great throw there, and it hits the second ring. That will be a 1/4 second bonus. Dan Marino will be up next in this event. He hit the bullseye. That will be half a second deduction from his time.
Kids, if you're out,
Number 1 is next up in this event. Nice throw there, and he strikes the second ring for a 1/4 second bonus. Let's check out the official time. Our next competitor in the speed and mobility event is... He strikes the second ring, and a 1/4 second will be deducted from his time.
good job hitting that second.
Our next competitor in the speed and mobility event Great throw, and he nails the bullseye. Let's take a look at his time. And he takes over first place with that throw. Next up is Kurt Warner. He gets a nice throw on the run and strikes the center of the target for a bonus of a half second.
The key to this run was that he didn't hit any obstacles. Then when it was...
Our last competitor for this first round is Steve Young. perfect throw on the run, and he paints the bullseye.
He delivered a perfect throw on the run, Brian. He got square to the target, stepped into the throw, and the result was a bullseye.
And here are the results of the speed and mobility part of our competition up to this. Michael Vick is next up in this event. And he hits a cone. Great throw there, and it hits the second ring. That will be a quarter of a second bonus for him on this run. And he comes away with a time of 11.86. Number 1 will be up next in this event. Here's the time he needs to win this event. He strikes the second ring, and a quarter of a second will be deducted from his time.
Good job hitting that second ring and making a clean run through the obstacles. This will definitely help him in the standings.
And he'll end up with a 7.96. Number 1 will be the winner of the speed and mobility event and take the initial lead in the standings. And that will bring up the accuracy event. What's it going to take to win this one, Rodney?
To win this event, you have to do a couple of things. One of those things is you've got to be fast. The longer you wait in between each throw, the further the target gets away from you. And the further away that target is, the harder the throw. Another thing you have to do is move your feet. Don't stand flat-footed and just chunk the ball. Step into the throws like you do in a real game, and everything should fall into place.
And here is how the accuracy event works. 3 balls from the first station are thrown at the target moving from right to left. The next 3 balls are thrown at the target moving from left to right. And then the competitors have to roll out to their right and hit one of the 2 deep targets for big points. And as a side note, the left-handed competitors will have the course reversed, so they're not at a disadvantage. Troy Aikman is up first for the accuracy event. Troy Aikman comes away with a grand total. Up next for the accuracy event, we have Alex Van Pelt comes away with a grand total of 54. Jeff Blake is our next quarterback to compete. And here are his final results on the... Next up will be Kurt Warner. Here are the results in the accuracy competition for Kurt Warner. Our next quarterback in the accuracy competition is... Dan Marino comes away with a grand total of 36 points. Our next quarterback in the accuracy competition Here are the results in the accuracy competition for Steve Young. Michael Vick is our next quarterback to compete. Here are the results in the accuracy competition for Michael Vick. Our last quarterback in this event will... And here are his final results on the accuracy competition. And our winner of the accuracy event is Kurt Warner. The next event coming up today is the long distance throw. Is it always the strongest arm that wins this event, Rodney?
Two things, Brian. A strong throw and an accurate throw. Judging by who's out there competing today, I'm thinking the winning throw will have to be close to 70 yards. This event is a lot harder than it appears.
Here are the rules to the long ball competition. Rodney, you know me. The fewer rules there are, the better I like it. And there really is only one rule to worry about here. After the first 50 yards, the ball must stay within the 10-yard wide landing zone. It's that simple. Each player will get 2 attempts, with the best one counting. Up first in the long distance competition is Troy. What a heck of a throw! This one could put him in the lead. It lands inside the area, and that will be a throw of 76 yards.
Man, the ball came out of there like it was shot out of a cannon.
Jeff Blake will now... Awesome release, and this one is a rocket. It stays in, an awesome throw of 78. The next competitor making his first throw in... What a throw! This one is going a long way. Spectacular throw here for a total of 77. Now up to attempt his first throw is... Good throw here, Rodney. And a pretty decent throw for Alex Van... Making his first throw of the day is... I don't think he's going to be very happy with that pass, Rodney. Doesn't get all of this one. Steve Young steps up to... It stays in bounds, and that will be good for 71 yards. Up to attempt his first pass is... And he gets all of this one. What a throw! And this lands in the area for a throw of 71 yards.
Wow, the ball came out of there like a rocket. This throw will put him up with the leaders.
Michael Vick. Michael Vick with the release. Good throw here, and it ends up being 66 yards.
Not a bad throw at all. It's always good to have a decent throw like this in the first round. That way you can go for it.
And a great throw. If this stays in, it could be a record. It stays in, an awesome throw of 80 yards. Up next to throw is Alex Van Pelt. Nice spiral and good distance on the throw. Decent throw for Alex Van Pelt. Michael Vick is up next in the long distance competition. He got some nice distance on that throw, Rodney. And this lands in the area for a throw of 78 yards.
What a great...
Steve Young steps in to make his... What a throw! This one is going a long way. It lands inside the area, and that will be a throw of 70. Our next competitor is Kurt Warner. And a great throw. If this stays in, it could be a record. It stays in bounds, and that will be good for 75 yards. Troy Aikman will be our next competitor. What a heck of a throw. This one could put him in the lead. Spectacular throw here for a total of 72 yards. Our next quarterback is Dan Marino. He got some nice distance on that throw, Rodney. It stays in, an awesome throw of 77 yards. Up next to throw is Jeff Blake. Awesome release, and this one is a rocket. And this lands in the area for a throw of 73 yards. Now on to the read and recognition event, which will be the last event for our competitors today. What can we look forward to in this event, Rodney?
This is where the challenge is won or lost. Not only is this event worth the most points overall, but it also puts the quarterbacks into a game-type situation. These guys will drop back and have to recognize which receivers are open based on whether or not they have the flags up above the target. I'm thinking with all the talented quarterbacks out there right now, we could see some high scores.
The rules for the read and recognition event are as follows. Each player gets 4 throws. The short target is always live and stationary. There will be 4 intermediate targets, and they're worth anywhere from 12 to 26 points. The deep target is live and is worth a maximum of 60 points for a bullseye. Alex Van Pelt is preparing to make his first throw in... Decent throw as he strikes the outer ring for 30 points. Nice throw as he hits the second ring for 27 points. Hits the third ring for 18 points. Well, he hit the target, but not within the rings. No points awarded. Alex Van Pelt finishes this round with a total score of 75. Up next is Troy Aikman. And he manages to hit the outer ring for 18 points. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye for 60 points. And the ball hits the outer ring, resulting in 18 points. Perfect throw, and he paints the bullseye for 60 points. And next up is Jeff Blake. Hits the third ring for 30 points. And the throw strikes the second ring for 45 points. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye. And the ball hits the outer ring, resulting in 18 points. Jeff Blake will finish. Dan Marino steps up to... Decent throw as he strikes the outer ring for 18 points. And he manages to hit the outer ring for 30 points. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye for 60 points. And he manages to hit the outer ring for 12 points. At the end, coming up next in this event is Steve. Decent throw as he strikes the outer ring for 30 points. Right on target as he hits the second ring for 27 points. And the throw strikes the second ring for 45 points. Oh, the ball strikes outside of the rings for no points. And he finishes off. Coming up next in this event is Kurt Warner. Not a good throw as it sailed way off to the right. No points for this throw. And the ball hits the outer ring, resulting in 12 points. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye. Nice throw as he hits the second ring for 45 points. Kurt Warner finishes this round with a total score of 93 points.
Great run there, Brian. A solid performance.
Number one steps up to try his luck. Hits the third ring for 18 points. Decent throw as he strikes the outer ring for 30 points. The throw hits the target but doesn't land inside the rings. No points awarded. perfect throw, and he paints the bullseye for 12 points. At the end of the event, he finishes with a total of 60 points.
Pretty poor performance for a quarterback of his ability. He wasn't accurate at all in this event, and that shows in his score.
Up next is Michael Vick. And the pass goes way left of the target for 0 points. And he manages to hit the outer ring for 30 points. Right on target as he hits the second ring for 45 points. Great throw, and he nails the bullseye for 36 points. Michael Vick will finish the read and recognition event with 111 points.
Great run there, Brian. A solid performance.
That ends our NFL Quarterback Challenge for this year. Let's take a look at our winner. Michael Vick will take home the overall win in this year's NFL Quarterback Challenge. For Acclaim Sports and Rodney Cole, this is Brian Kelly saying aloha from beautiful Hawaii. And thank you for joining us for this year's NFL Quarterback Challenge.